Check. Checkity check check. Someone from Czechoslovakia say check. Hi Cliff, thanks for showing up so early. So hey team, today we're starting Chrono Trigger. This game is very near and dear to my heart. It's actually one of the earliest RPGs that I can remember actually playing, and I can remember what happened in the game. I must have been 5 years old. Oh, it was so good to me. It blew my mind. I remember playing some other games, such as Final Fantasy Mystic Quest afterwards, and thinking, this game's terrible. Chrono Trigger is way better. And I was absolutely right. But anyways, without any further ado, let's get into it. We're going to pick active because we're real men around here. That's a joke, by the way. Right from this opening cutscene, look at these graphics, you know? Kind of mind-blowing, at least for the time. This game looked amazing. I loved the sprite work. I loved everything about it. Even today, I still love the colors. I love the artwork. The dual text, triple text. They just look awesome. I remember it blowing my mind back then. I'm actually excited to get into this. So we're going to be going over all of the tips and tricks and things that I can think of about this game as we get through it. I might miss some things, but we're definitely going to try and cover all of the ones that I know. Good morning, Chrono. Mom, go away. 5 more minutes. Sleepyhead, get up. Check out this sunlight. It burns. Lean's belt. No kidding, Cliff. They just nailed this game. Yeah, excited about the Millennia Fair. You want me to behave myself? Not a chance, Mom. Not a chance. Let's get moving now. My mom only wished just saying that worked, you know? Fun fact, you can actually close these blinds. You don't have to leave them open. We don't like sunlight, so we're just gonna close that. By the way, that invent your best friend whose name I can't remember. What a lonely guy Chrono must be, right? So, pro tip, before you run out on your mom, don't forget to talk to her. She gives you your allowance. Blam! Boosts you right up to 200G easy. Another thing you can do right at the start is actually run over to the mayor's house here. You can grab this tonic, but most importantly, grab that chest for 100G, but then you want to talk to this guy. Want my advice? No. Talk to him again? Okay. So, you talk to him a bunch and he tells you all about techniques, right? But then you talk to him a second time. My, you're so enthusiastic. Use this to help you get started. 300G. Nice. Right off the start, we're up to 1,000 gold. Not bad, right? I love a bit of grinding. Honestly, some games that are super grind heavy, not really into that. But I am sort of grind heavy. I don't mind a little bit of a grind. But what we really need to do is make sure that we come and pick up this power tab. Because we're going to pick that up in the past. And if we haven't picked it up in the present, it won't be here. So we definitely want to make sure that we take that. So, fun fact. As a kid, I always pronounced that as he take. Because I didn't know. I was 7 or 5 or however old I was. I was knee-high to a sand mouse. Anyways, that's hitake. It's a mushroom. I kind of knew it was a mushroom-looking thing, but you know, I'm 5 years old. I don't know what a hitake mushroom is. So I called them he takes because I was dumb. Still am, but marginally less so. This fight right here, you can actually beat it with just Chrono and not take any damage if you attack the enemies in the right order. If you mash the A button, you're going to get it wrong. But you want to start with attacking this closest one. Then, because they have to be in melee range, you just constantly attack the closest one. And you're fine. Nailed it, right? Yeah, we're going to say we nailed it. So, Cliff, I called this the better than mediocre stream. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. That's because I'm talking too much. Anyways, that's because I wasn't really sure what else to call it, but I figured, hey, it's at least better than mediocre, right? So I'm not interested in getting a ton of XP. Honestly, we don't need any for quite some time. You really never have to grind in this game as long as you fight enemies that are in front of you. It's not particularly difficult, in my opinion, at any point. But I wanted to get Cyclone. It helps quite a bit, even in the early game, just to be able to have an AoE attack. So that's what we're doing. Excuse me. Also, come on, Cliff, you know, every time you win a battle, you've got to do the winner pose, right? The victory pose right there. Nice. One thing we're definitely not going to do, we're going to talk to a bunch of people, but we're not going to talk to Melchior here, because he's evil at this point in the game, right? This little girl's fine. All these other NPCs, fine. Melchior, no. Off limits. We don't do that. There is the thing that will cause absolute pain in our life for a very long time. This is a delicious lunch over here, and we're not going to touch that, okay? We just can't touch that. Not yet. Eventually. All right, let's bump into the princess here. Hey! That's a very feminine voice. I don't do girl voices that well. Sorry. Not unless I'm singing. I'm kidding. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? One thing I love about Chrono, he's a silent protagonist. So anyways, with this mysterious girl here, before you go and pick up her pendant, you want to make sure to talk to her. Then you'll be able to pick up her pendant, give it back to her. Make sure when she asks to have it back, you say yes. Don't say no. She'll tell you she feels a little out of place and asks to join you. Yes, you want to give her that yes. You're a true gentleman. Even if you're a complete douche to her, she still calls you a gentleman. So is that Marl or Marley? I'll let you guys fight it out in the comments. Chrono, what a nice name. I actually kind of like that name. It's kind of cool. Okay. Another thing we want to do, not eat that lunch. Definitely don't eat that lunch. We're going to get annoyed by this old man as he clips onto us. And we're going to walk this cat away. Her nickname's Headache? Yeah, not bad, right? Oh, gosh. Cliff, honestly, I don't mind the victory theme. As long as, So, we return the cat to this girl. She's super happy. Marley's good with it. And now we're about to mash the A button like a madman. You ready for this? Soda guzzling contest. Definitely not a beer drinking contest that they censored and called it soda. Anyways, here we go. Can I do it? Am I a man or a mouse? I don't mind the victory fanfare in games as long as it's done, like in Final Fantasy VI. That was great. There was a victory fanfare at the end of every battle, and it was fine because you could just mash the A button and get through it immediately if you didn't want to listen to it. So we're not going to talk to Melchior because he'll ask Marl if he can have her pendant, and he'll try to convince you to convince her to get rid of it, and we don't want that. So we're going to go talk to Gato here. They call me Gato, I have metal joints. Beat me up and earn 15 silver points, you dig? We're going to pretend that didn't happen. Ooh, nice crit hit to start that off. Yeah, she's a bit of a headache, Cliff. A little bit. She means well. That's rude. That's rude. He just punched me straight from his gut. What kind of cat walks around with a boxing glove coming out of its gut? Not nice, right? So this, in my opinion, is one of the better way to get silver points early. You get a little XP at the same time, and the fight's honestly not that hard. I should go out and get Marley's aura ability, so that way she can heal. Okay, I was a big sucker for this cat. Also, right after the fight, you can totally run out before you earn your silver points, and you won't get them. I love the music. I love the music. Okay, I'm going to try really hard not to hum it or something, but it's going to happen at some point, and it's going to be out of sync because my capture card has a bit of a delay on it. Sorry about that. We're going to introduce Marl to my mom here. I've only seen you with Luca. Who's your pretty new friend? Hi, I'm Marley. Huh? Marl? I'm sure I've seen you before, dear. Now, where was that? Interesting. Interestingly enough, you can meet this random new girl and then go have a snooze in your bed together to recover your health. You know. That's cool. We're gonna go talk to Luca right quick. And by that, I mean, actually, she's not home. because she's at the fair, we're actually going to come up here and talk to her mom. Laura! Oh, hi, Chrono. Luca's off at Lean Square with her father, Taban, unveiling her new invention. Okay. Poor mom. You notice mom's sitting? Mom's always sitting. Because mom doesn't have any legs. True story. I'm gonna go fight one battle in the forest right quick, just to get 3 tech points for Marley here. I hope someone listens to me swapping between Marl and Marley and gets so mad. That'll be great. I'm into it. Oh, gosh. Sorry, Cliff, if it bothers you, but I'm into it. We're doing it. All right. Oh, gosh. Cliff, the secret to being able to fix her. It's very interesting, and I will point it out later. All right, I'll definitely point that out later. Gotta leave some suspense. Gotta keep people coming back. So we're gonna talk to this little girl, and she's, tells us, if you've heard Lean's bell ring, you have interesting and happy lives. And Marley says, I'm having a great time, and that is a trigger to open up the northern end of the fair where Luca's at. We're not gonna go there yet. I want to get a few more things with silver points before we go. This fair is not very fair, as you can see, and points are hard to get and easy to expend. So we're gonna do a few battles and listen to a rapping metal cat. We could do some equipment upgrades that would help this marginally, but honestly, the amount of time it takes to go get those upgrades, I feel like it isn't really worth it. Honestly, a couple levels are worth more than that minor equipment upgrade. To me, I would rather just stay here with the beginner equipment and beat up this metal cat several times over, Why not? Okay, I probably should have, I got Marley's level, but I probably should have fought a few more enemies. Her, aura spell? It's not really a spell, but we're gonna call it... We'll call it a technique, okay? Her, aura technique takes 10 points to, unlock, and we're not quite there yet. I think we're at 5 for her. Okay, this rapping metal cat's awesome, Cliff. Have you... was this your first enemy? First enemy you ever fought? It was mine. I didn't know where to go in this game, but, obviously you see the balloons popping at the beginning of the game and think, ooh, that place up there is exciting. That's where I want to go. So that's where I went. By the way, Cliff, thanks for hanging out, buddy. How are you feeling today? If you're interested in making the thumbnail, I do appreciate that, by the way, my dude. I don't take that for granted, because I'm terrible. I'm terrible at thumbnails, as you can probably tell. Got the wife home from the hospital? Well, that's great. Why was she in the hospital? What's the deal, Pickle? Nice. Okay, we're gonna go out to the forest and get her little aura technique. I keep wanting to call it a spell. She has AFib and it got bad? Sorry, Cliff, maybe I'm an idiot. But I don't know what that means. AFib? I'm not... Medical knowledge, not my forte. I watch House, and that's my medical knowledge. Okay. So, you said AFib, and I thought defib, and I'm thinking, that's like heart stopped. Irregular heart rate. My mom, she has that, unfortunately, as well. She gets heart palpitations regularly, and then she feels weird for a little bit, while that's going on, so that's unfortunate. But hey, that's what this stream is all about, or not the stream necessarily, but the YouTube channel, Cliff. We're gonna try and build this into something. That way Mom can have a little bit of income from YouTube. Wouldn't that be sweet? Like you were kicked by a horse? Cliff, I've never been kicked by a horse, fortunately, but I don't imagine it to be all that pleasant. Every once in a great while, I'll have some pain right here in the chest cavities. Just a little bitty sharp pain that I feel every time my heart beats, and I can physically feel my heartbeat in my chest. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure if that's what my mom has when she has heart palpitations, but I kind of imagine that to be either the same thing or at least similar. But I'm not a doctor, and I didn't see a doctor about it, but I read online, which is a terrible thing to do, that if it happens every once in a great while, it's typically not that big of a deal. And that is those are my symptoms. Happens every once in a great while, you know, months in between. So I'm not that worried about it, mine at least, but yeah, Cliff, if you've got like what my mom has or your wife does, that could be pretty serious. So I've been tased, but never been hit with the chest paddles, you know? Sorry. It's a microphone, okay? Okay. So we basically need to do all of the tent horror things once, and then we need to do a couple of extra ones in order to get all of the goodies. If we do it now, it'll save us some time later. That's basically the gist of it. The fun part is we can do it later, and we don't even need points for it, I guess. We can pay money, but how sad is that? Okay. Alright, Cliff. I know you've played this game. Tell me, what party do you pick? What trio do you tend to roll through the game with? I thought about getting them a karate gi just to make this a little bit less painful. I don't think they need it, though. We've gotten a couple levels. We're fine. Max HP's getting up there. We're alright. Chrono, Robo, and Frog, huh? Call Toad. Oh, 'tis truly the master of swordplay. Honestly, Frog's one of my favorite characters. Once Chrono gets his gold stud, it's pretty much spam Luminaire. It's arguably a win condition, you know? You get that and you win. It's not technically true to all enemies, but a lot of enemies. You just cast Luminaire and you win. Oh, yes. Gosh, Cliff. And I want to show off those glitches at some point. I think I want to make some shorts out of them. There's a couple things that I want to make some shorts out of from this game, and that's going to be one of the focuses of this stream. I set up my source recording so that way I can do all of that. That dupe glitch. I think I know how to do it, but I probably won't do it until after we beat the game fully, because something about having a clean run with just the secrets, you know, the juicy secrets, and then afterwards we can play around and get silly. Is that the best way to go about it? I don't know, but it's kind of how I like to go about it. So that's what we're doing. Tossing a healing item, yeah, one-shotting them, underflow their HP. There's a few interesting games that do that, such as Final Fantasy VIII. Undead enemies, you throw a phoenix down at them and it just dominates them, you know? Mystic Quest. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest on the Super Nintendo. The final boss, his weakness is Cure. You can use your best offensive spell on him and do, you know, 3,000-ish damage, or you can cast Cure on him and do 27,000 damage. It's kind of crazy. I love stuff like that. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna do one more fight, then we're gonna go check how many points we have. I haven't really been keeping track in my head. The 4-job fiesta? That was actually Final Fantasy V, Cliff. That was tough, by the way. Gosh, that was a tough challenge. That end boss was massive. I still have a screenshot of me. I was so stoked whenever I beat the game that I posted a screenshot of my face because my face was beautiful. It was like, but yes, that was hard. I couldn't imagine trying to beat that without having the White Mage class. You know, I randomly got assigned my roles, but fortunately I got a healing class. But gosh, could you imagine trying to do that without one? Oof. That'd be rough. Let's see. 125 points. That is close. We're getting close, but we're not quite there. Heal up Chrono. Okay, 2 more battles. We need 2 more battles. Assuming I don't mess up, you know. Okay, I love the Tent of Horror. Fun fact about the Tent of Horror. The mask and floating gloves that you find in there and talk to, his laugh is Kefka's laugh from Final Fantasy VI. Not exactly, you know, frame for frame the same. They kind of tweak it just a tiny bit, but it's the same laugh. It's just the same thing. And I love that little... I'm not sure if it's a nod to Final Fantasy VI, or just a reuse of assets. Either way, kind of like it. Kind of think it's cool. Gosh, Chrono, you're getting wrecked on, buddy. It wouldn't be if I bought him armor. This fight would be a joke, but that's all right. We got plenty of healing stuff. Healing is not all that necessary in the beginning. One more fight. Oh, this is it. Oh gosh, Cliff. Speaking of things that are awesome, the new version of OBS, you can AV1 encode straight to YouTube. Isn't that awesome? Fortunately, I suppose, I got a 4000 series graphics card, so you know, I held on to my 10,000 series for many, many years. But we gotta try the AV1 stream. Sorry. Honestly, Cliff, I don't think you really need AV1 for live streams to YouTube, since you can have the higher bitrate than Twitch. Okay, this laugh, you ready for it? Nice. Norstein Beckler's lab, nice. All right, okay, I'm gonna mess this one up. Are you ready? 10 points. This is also a nod. The name of these guys is a nod to Final Fantasy. Biggs and Wedge. Dang it, I wasn't keeping track of him. Vix was on the right. Dang it. Piety was on the left. I'm not sure how you would pronounce that name. I think Piety. Okay, if we get it this time, we're good. How many silver points? 10. Okay. Vix. Alright, I'm gonna watch Vix. Nice. They did the same walking pattern, so I knew that Wedge would be in the middle. Oh, Yoizo doll. Spruce up your room. Nice. Alright, now we're gonna win the middle game, I say. Win. I hope we win. I gotta turn up the volume just a little bit so I can hear this. I don't need to hear, but it sure does help. Mimic what you see. Laugh, surprise. Okay, laugh, surprise. Laugh, surprise. Okay, this one's a laugh. On surprise. Okay, we're doing all right. I'm gonna get to a point where I can't really talk because I'm gonna have to focus. Nailed it. Nailed it. Oh! I was pushing the button, I was mashing the button and it didn't do it. What the heck? I was mashing the button so hard. Oh, that's such a bummer. Cliff, I did get a 4090, but I undervolt mine. And I leave it on the... Oh. So I'm an idiot. I was pressing X for surprise and it was A. I'm a doofus. That's what I get for reading really well. Oof. Okay. Oh, and then I psyched myself out. We're bad. We're terrible. Uninstall the game. Oh, Jessica's in there laughing at me, I bet. Okay. We're gonna do it right this time. We're just gonna nail it right quick. Easy peasy. Not even close. Laugh, surprise. Okay. Surprise is the A button. Are you surprised to hear that? Because I sure am. I'm such a doofus. I knew there was nothing wrong with my X button. I say nothing wrong. I could honestly probably take this controller apart and clean it. Here we go. Here we go. Nailed it. Easy. First try. Not even close. The clone will be at Chrono's house. You mean the Clono? I'm sorry, that was bad and I should feel bad, but I don't. Alright, Cliff. They call me Gato, right? Oh, Cliff, I'm not sure if streaming this game... Oh no, I should have healed Chrono. Interesting. I'm not sure if streaming this game is a good idea or a bad idea. I'm hoping it does pretty well, but I don't know if it will. We're gonna give it a shot, maybe a couple episodes, see how it does. This game, I'm certain that I can beat in about... If I'm rushing, which I'm obviously not, I could beat it in about 9 hours. Maybe a little faster if I just really went for it and didn't bother with any of the endgame stuff. Yeah, so far, Cliff, I made sure to get a ATX 3.0 power supply that's got the straight 1-to-1 cable for the 4090. Does that make it better? Probably not. But, and then I undervolted a little bit, so it never really cruises that high power usage, at least relative to the average overclocked 4090. So I hope it does me pretty well. I haven't had any issues with it so far, and it's been a couple months. Of course, if I hadn't gotten a good deal on it, I definitely wouldn't have bought it. Of course, good deal is relative. I don't really call the MSRP a great deal. Honestly, this card should have been cheaper. Max, maybe $1,000. Then the 4080 should have been $700, but what do I know? I'm just a goofy consumer that gives this company money. Oh. But yeah, Cliff, I almost got a 3080. I talked about it with the wife for a long time. But then, you know, I've been doing a lot more video editing and streaming and encoding lately. And I found out that the 4080 and above has dual encoders on it. And so I thought, yeah, I'm going to get the 4080 instead. But then, gosh, the 90 class or Titan class is usually marginally, 10% better, maybe, than the 80 class. But it was so far better. I thought, whatever, I'll just get top of the line and then hang on to it for another decade like I did with my last card. So that's the plan. 4090, that's it for a long, long time. Unless something just crazy comes out that requires me to upgrade. We're sticking with this for a long time. It's got to earn its keep, Hopefully it doesn't burn down. We'll see. Have it on the silent BIOS setting and turn down the voltage a little bit. Not as low as it will go, probably, but lower than stock. And it still runs at the same clock speed, so that's nice at least. Doesn't boost as high, I guess, perhaps, but it does plenty. It does more than my 1080 Ti at the same wattage, so we're good with that. If I talk too much without thinking, which happens a lot when I'm streaming, I make myself sound like an idiot. What do you think, Cliff? If I have some time this weekend, we might do a little extra streaming. Cliff, riddle me this. What do you think? If we do a little extra streaming this weekend, or I have a day off on Tuesday, which is kind of nice, maybe I could do a little extra streaming. Do you think I should do that on YouTube or Twitch? Honestly, I don't really feel like I'm gaining a lot of traction on either one, but probably more so on YouTube than anywhere else. All right, you goofy cat. YouTube? Yeah, I think so too. Once we finish up RE4 over on Twitch, I'm gonna start orienting those streams into doing video editing again, making my shorts. I think that was a good strategy to help me, keep getting those videos out. Wasn't paying attention again to how many points we have. This guy will tell us. 90, that's what we need. The 80-point minigame, super easy to win, in my opinion, at least. Nice. The spine-tingling show is about to start. Nice. Monsters are closing in! Throw your pack against them and push them back into the cage. Easy. A hostage will be slowly lowered into the flames. Wouldn't that be awesome? If you're just meet someone and then they get hooked into this little show and start getting lowered down into a fire. Terrible, right? Easy. Oh! I burned her. Did I still win? No, I didn't. Oh, easy. Easy, I say. Watch me mess up right quick. So, did I mention how much fun it was to fight this cat? No, I'm kidding. We're gonna move on, but we'll come do that later. We'll get the cat and some cat food. Okay, so important right here. Marley says, hold your horses, I want to get some candy. Right here, you can try to leave, and then she will be irritated with your lack of patience. So the trick is to just stand here and don't move. It's boring, but what can you do? Wait until she's prompted. Nice. Sure, young lady. Ah, thanks for waiting, you dig? Okay. Now we're gonna go talk to Luca here. Our super dimension warp. The invention of the century. I'm into it. To use it, you jump on this pad, and you get teleported over here. It's the masterwork of my beautiful daughter, Luca. As she's all like, nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. Where have you been? No one wants to try the telepod, because no one has any guts. I was definitely going to say something else. Yep, just hop on. Easy, right? So, fun fact, you can actually do this as many times as you want. There's no reason that you have to go talk to Marley afterwards. You can just get back on the left telepod and be teleported again. We're just gonna ignore everyone and go do it again. Nice, right? Just a fun little fact that you can do that multiple times. All right. What a kick. I want to try it too. Huh? Hey, Chrono, how'd you pick up a cutie like her? Hang on, Chrono. I'll be right there. So, fun fact. I always thought that Luca kind of looked like a Cyclops. When she wiggles her glasses like that, I realize it's the lens of her glasses that are the white spots, but to me it always looked like one giant eyeball. Anyways. Behold, as this vision of loveliness gets up on the platform. Begin energy transfer! Something's wrong. What's going on, I wonder? My pendant, it's... Cliff, everything goes wrong whenever I'm streaming. Those goofy tent things that we did, if I was not streaming, I would never mess them up in a million years. There's a lot of extra stress doing it while streaming. I don't understand it, but it's definitely a thing. Bye, Marley. It's nice knowing you. Luca, where is she? Show's over, folks. Let's head along now. Get out of here, witnesses. What's going on, Luca? Where is she? The way she disappeared, it couldn't have been the telepod. The warp field seemed to be affected by her pendant. What are we gonna go now? What are we gonna do now? I will go where no man has gone before. Watch me put on this pendant and be a baller. You're actually going to do it? What a fine lad. Love how he's just immediately on board with sacrificing Chrono. I don't know where this machine is going to send you, but we haven't any other choice. Won't they both be lost? This is our only hope. Hang on to that pendant, Chrono. Let's get it. I love how with Luca it was, or with Marley it was easy, but here, Heart of Fool, give me more power. What are they even doing? He's banging on it with a hammer. She's drilling on it with a gun or something. You know, interesting. Bye, Chrono. We should have sent the Clono first. I'll follow you after I know what went wrong. How could she possibly follow if I'm hanging on to the pendant? This warp scene, the longest one in the game, if I'm not mistaken. They get progressively shorter because, you know, after you've seen it 12 times, you don't want to sit here and watch it forever. Nice! Let's get attacked by these enemies. Yeah, right? Broken up into a billion pieces and sent through a void into wherever this is. Oh, I didn't heal. I'm at 20 HP. Beautiful. I hope they don't kill me. See what I mean? I do so well when I'm streaming. Whenever we're not if I was playing this game not live, I'd be kicked back, relaxed, my feet would be propped up, and I would just be wrecking this game. That's always the way with a live stream. You mess up everything, right? Okay. We're gonna heal up a little bit. We'll be good with that. So over here we can get a power glove, but I'm not interested in it. Personally, I would always rather have the speed. I also considered sometime, Cliff, doing Majora's Mask. I have played it, and I've beaten the first dungeon, but honestly, I don't really remember very much about the game. The starting area, I remember a few things about the town. The grand scheme of things, though, I just don't remember very much. One thing that's kind of neat about this forest. Well, hang on. We gotta fight this fight right quick. So this was why I was saying that Cyclone is nice to have early. That's rude. We don't throw rocks at people, buddy. So rude. Nice. So, I picked up that that power tab in the present. Well, now we can pick it up here in the past. Spoilers, we're in the past. Anyways, if you check this bush up here, you can get a shelter, and you can actually repeat this as many times as you want. You just have to leave and come back. So as I was saying, if we pick up that power tab in the past, but then don't grab it in the, or before we've grabbed it in the present, it won't be there. Halt! Who goes there? Check out that hair. Where are you from, son? Are you one of Magus's, Magus troopers? Hardly this kid would never make the cut. Show us your stamp collection, son. What is this, the 600s or something? Now beat it, shrimp. Stop that at once. Oh, Queen Lean! That's right. This is my friend. Show your manners. But there's something odd about him. What? You refuse to obey my orders? Forgive me, my lady. Please enter, sir. Yeah, that's right. Since when does the queen giggle? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Whom the queen calls friend. I'm surprised that the queen calls me friend also. I understand that you are the one who saved my dear wife, the queen. But can you tell me what happened? She's been acting rather odd lately. And she lost her coral pin, which is something she guarded closely with her life. Interesting, huh? Okay, so we're gonna run up here to the king's room. There's a couple treasure chests along the way, but more importantly, finally, we got an armor upgrade. Nice, right? Best part is, it's free. Nice. Now we're beefy. Let's get into it. So the queen wants, I don't know what it is with Marley, but she wants us to come up to her bedroom so she can tell everyone else to leave us. Okay, get another tonic. I always called it a tunic as a kid. I was dumb. But hey, this game did help me learn to read. True story, by the way. Please leave us. I need to talk to this individual. Yeah, there is a delay, but also I kinda just know most of the script. Come nearer, sir. Giggle. Fooled you, didn't I, Chrono? It's me, but everyone calls me Lean. Do you rhyme every time? Me and Lean doesn't really rhyme. Whatever. We've only known each other for such a short time, but somehow I knew you'd come for me. Isn't that a true love story right there? You're welcome. Something's wrong. Chrono's like, huh? What are you talking about? Everything's fine. This is fine. What's happening? It feels like I'm being torn apart. Then she starts screaming, help me. And the attendants that she just requested leave don't come back. Interesting, right? They're right outside, doors open, and they don't hear her scream, help me. Well, since the princess is gone, we better loot this treasure chest and head on out of here. So the cool part is you can talk. And she says, you know, you were polite, of course, right? You didn't do anything funny, did you? Well, yes. Oh, we can't let this juicy tidbit out of the castle. What? Chrono! Luca, how did you even get here? Did you find the girl? Gone? What do you mean she's gone? It's just as I thought. I knew I recognized her. And this looks identical to the castle in our time. Yep, she's the princess. And Chrono's like, what? And this is how ancestry works, just in case you're a child and don't understand. Yeah. Time paradox. It's not a paradox, but... As I recall, someone was supposed to have saved her. but history has been changed. Look at that. Look at that goofy guy stealing the princess. And then he's gonna, I don't know, hibbidi-bibbidi-ba, bump her with his stomach, and then they all disappear. Nice. Then he's gonna be like, that's what I always thought that sprite looked like. Alright, Chrono. Something must have happened to the queen in this era. As a result, Princess Nadia ceases to exist. Hurry, we have to find the real queen. So, Cyclops joins us, and we head out. Nice, right? I love the sprite work in this game. You know, I say Cyclops and kind of poke fun a little bit, but honestly, it's just great. Hi, roly-polies. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Nice. Later, nerds. So Luca's about as powerful as an infant at this stage, but before we go on to the next area, it's really useful for us if she learns Flame Toss. So we're gonna make sure that she learns that before we move on. Nice. So like I said, that shelter, you can actually pick that up every time you come in here. In the early game, it's kind of useful. I don't buy shelters in this game. I don't recall ever buying shelters in this game. You just don't really need them that often. I don't know, there's plenty of ways to heal up. The inns are always close, and you get enough shelters that right before a boss you can just always have one to use. I don't know. Never found them particularly scarce. But hey, we got Flame Whirl, which is going to make the next little fight much, much easier. So, this cathedral. Let's talk to these nuns. We want nothing but world peace. Or a piece of the world, teehee. You might stick around for the organ recital. It's a real killer. People wouldn't know what to do with themselves in a truly peaceful world. My, what delicious, delightful looking humans. Looks like you could use some food and a place to rest. Yeah, they're subtle, aren't they? What'd you find? A hairpin? That's Guardia's royal crest! And suddenly these nuns are like, they found it. Murder. Wait, those aren't nuns! What a shocker. Okay, there we go. Flame World. Nice. So this is why we want to get Flame Toss. Just for Flame Whirl. These guys actually have good defense, but they're weak to fire. Nailed it. And that was the last of Chrono's MP. Sad day, but doesn't really matter. Nice crit hit. These guys, like I said, actually kind of decent HP, but if you get rid of 3 of them real quick like that, this fight's a joke. It's easy. Lower thine guard, and thou art allowing the enemy in. I love Frog's language. Whew, that was close. Surprise! Hidden snake lady thing. And Frog one-shots it. Lower thine guard, and thou art allowing the enemy in. Yeah, I realize I'm a big nerd. Thou art here to save the queen? The lair is deep within. Will thee accompany me? But a frog? Chrono, it's a talking frog! I hate frogs! My geist does not incur thy trust. Very well, do as thee please, but I shall save the queen. But wait! You don't seem like a bad, person, frog thing. Chrono, what should we do? We'll go with the frog. I'll just have to handle it. Deal with him. The frog's like, What's your name? Frog will do. Then he's like, yeah! Mayhap a hidden door lurks nigh. Let us search the environs. Yeah, so this game was re-released on the DS, and for the most part it was great. The script was retranslated and relocalized, and it was, in terms of just understanding it, it's much better. They fixed some errors and some other, mistakes, but they also reverted Frog's ye olde English to just boring English. And he's not super cool anymore. He's just another character. And I hated that. The old English was what made him awesome, in my opinion. He's just so different from all the other characters. I really like that. But maybe that's just me. I understand it's not for everyone, and probably some people didn't like it so much, but I sure did. Yeah, there were some problems with the original script, I guess, but I really liked it. Big enjoyment out of it. Nice. 3 tech points, 180 GP, not bad. Oopsie doopsie. Get out of the way, Diabolos. So we're gonna come across an Easter egg here in a little bit. It's just one of those things that, honestly, as a kid, I found it, but I never knew what to do with it. I know what to do with it now, but I did not find it for a very long time. It's just one of those things I always thought was just kind of a neat thing, but didn't really have a point, so to speak. It does, and I did find it. It just took a long time. Got a tonic? Okay, we're gonna use this ether on Chrono right quick. Doesn't really need it, but I'm just gonna heal him up and gain his or restore his MP. Gain his MP back? Yeah, good English. Alright, nice. These things are empty. These chests have some awesome stuff in it. Maiden suit, good for Luca. But the real treasure is in this nondescript looking chest. Found the secret Naga-et bromide, whatever that is. And then these 3 guys. Hey everyone, humans! They're after the bromide! What even is a bromide? Does anybody know what a bromide is? Let's get them! Hench. My coworker's name is Hench. Beautiful, they all lined up. I thought I was only gonna get 2, but I got all 3. Easy mode. Flame toss makes this whole dungeon easy. Nice. Oh, set up a little bit straighter. Okay, we're gonna go pick up a weapon upgrade for Chrono. Steel saber, nice. I never even bother with the iron sword. I just upgrade straight to this. Honestly, I don't find that the wooden sword upgrade to the iron sword is worth it. I just prefer to save the time, go straight to the steel saber. Nice. Goofy snakes. He is gonna hit substantially harder with this upgrade though. Not quite enough to one-shot them, but give him another level up and he'll do it. Oh, Diablos get wrecked. So there's a room up here to the right, and that's our current goal. We're gonna have to fight some snakes to get to them. If I put the power glove on him, he could one-shot those guys. Maybe that's worth it over the speed glove. But usually, speed glove, the bandana, I'm an idiot. Yeah, gack. Intruders. Yeah, that's me. You're welcome. Gnasher. Gnasher is how I said it as a kid. I'm a genius. My wife thinks I'm smart. You know, I guess that's not nothing. I don't know. What do you think, Cliff? I'm not that dumb. She says she knows I'm smart, but... I'm not that bad. Oh, Chrono leveled up. Might be able to... Especially with this glove. So we can come in here and we can talk to these guys. Hey, what's up with the disguise? No need for them here. I hate pretending to be human. It's so repulsive. Anyways, these guys think that we're just pretending to be humans. And they think that because in this room, there are monsters pretending to be humans. How nice of you to come. I'm sure Yakro will be just as pleased. Why not rest here until he's available? There was no need for you to come rescue me. The master, Yakra, is very kind. I've decided to stay here. Now why don't you make yourselves at home? Are you here to save Queen Lean? Oh, what a relief. Really? Don't be in such a hurry. Enjoy yourselves first. What a shock. They're not humans. Yeah, who could have seen that coming, right? So, beyond the fact that there's, you know, monsters pretending to be humans in here, another thing in this room that's actually kind of neat, and it's kind of easy to miss, but also kind of stands out. I don't know, it is a secret little area, but I don't know, I hesitate to call it a secret because you could miss it. But would you really? Maybe if you were just rushing in and out, not paying attention? Prue, hi! No, this is not spoilers. You've played through this part of the game, right? But hey, Prue, check this out. Slurp cut extra, nice. There's a secret room. Oh, dearest Magus, your flashing eyes like stars, and your flowing hair like waves atop the sea. Yeah, later, nerds. If you listen to the end of their chant and then try to leave, they attack you. Sight scope's nice because you can see enemy HP, but most of these enemies, I just know their HP off the top of my head. So I'd rather give her the speed belt and get a little boost off of that. We'll fight these guys first. Prue, how are you feeling today? Maybe I could talk you into liking the video, at least. Nice, we can one-shot those now. That means in this case the power glove is better than the bandana, but typically I always prefer speed. More chances to act. Let's get it. Stop, intruders, Gak. Why do snakes say Gak? That doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Prue. I appreciate that. I didn't know you did it. Thanks, Jess. Wife's jealous. I kind of assume that she likes them. Both genuinely, but also, you know, YouTube like button. Neato burrito. And apparently because I'm cute. That could be a thing, but hey, Pikachu. Well, thanks, Prue. Appreciate that. I'd love to just build this into something where my mom can... Yeah, I say this a bunch, but, you know, if I could get a little extra money from my mom, that'd be great. I should have moved down into the right one. I don't think I got the bottom... Oh, I did. Barely got the bottom right snake. I told you, Fireworld just makes this whole dungeon a joke. Easy peasy. So, Prue, how are you feeling this morning? No, we're still fine. We're gonna go fight a few battles, then we'll top off. Surprise! Stairs turns into a slide. We're gonna hit this skull. It gets rid of the spikes in the room to the left. We're gonna ignore that guy. No entry. I love how that note says no entry. Interesting, right? Well, also... Nice. So that note says no entry, but after you open the doors, it actually changes the message, and I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works at all. Nice, Frog hit the bat. The bat actually has quite the decent evade stat. Kind of hard to hit. Woof! Goofy bats. That guy's sad. We could console him, but then he'll attack us, so we're just gonna move on. A shelter. See, didn't even need to buy one. So we got enough MP for now. And enough HP, honestly. As long as we don't goof around too much, we won't have to worry about our health. That dude was just about to punch Chrono, but no. Gets wrecked instead. Come on, Frog, get him! That's one of the things I love about this game. The combat is not so static. It's dynamic. The enemies move around the field as you fight, and it constantly changes your strategy if you're really focused on that, you know? Not true in every enemy's case. You know, most bosses are just stationary. But many of the enemies in the random battles tend to move around. So sometimes you gotta change what technique you might use to properly hit more of the enemies, you know? I love that. That's awesome. The organ recital's a real killer. So we could go back and use a shelter, but I'm not going to. There's another save point up ahead, and we're gonna use that one. There's actually a trick you can use with that save point to skip this boss battle entirely. I'm not going to do that glitch, but hey, check this out. No, try hard enough and you will find a way in. Interesting how that changes, right? So if you run forward, you can actually just dodge all of these fights. But if you're too slow, they'll block you in. Neat, huh? Organize. We got some power tabs. We're gonna use them on Chrono, even though it's not really necessary. And let's use a shelter. Nice. And in we go. So yeah, you can do some funkiness with that save point right there, actually, to skip this boss battle entirely. It's kind of a neat little trick. But hey, we may show that off next playthrough, or another time, or just on a random stream. I'm not sure. Stupid frog. It's time you jumped off this mortal coil. What? He's got that ye olde English, you know? Presto, magico, formo, changeo. Yep. So, in this fight, my favorite strategy is, I tend to use Luca to heal if needed. Otherwise, I just X-Strike with Frog and Chrono. Nice. Neat. Yo, Yakra, check this out. Smash! Not bad. 175 damage. Trigger a little, counterattack. Heal up Chrono. And we're on Easy Street now. Easy Street. Where the sun's always shining. For some reason, some people like it when I sing. And secretly, I kind of hate singing on stream. Sometimes I kind of like it. Depends on how my voice is feeling, honestly. But, sometimes I sneak a little bit of singing into, some moments of the stream. Just to make some people happy. Alright. This guy's gonna survive one, maybe two more of these X-Strikes. Easy fight. Not even a real boss, you know? Okay, one more. Blam! So yeah, he was close. He was so close. I wasn't keeping exact track of how much damage I had done. I was just kind of keeping relative track. Not bad. Learn Slash? Nice. Okay. You're welcome, Lean. So, there's two treasure chests right here. Naturally, you want to open them, right? The Chancellor is in the chest on the left, and I think there's a mid-ether in the chest on the right. We're gonna grab the chest on the right and ignore the chest on the left. Let's return to the castle, and everyone says, yay, let's go. What about me? He lets himself, so he could have let himself out this whole time? You had me worried, Lean. That no good Yakra, impersonating me and kidnapping the queen? We must create a criminal justice system in this kingdom to do away with such fiends. Spoilers. Alright, Prue. Well, hey, thanks for lurking. I hope you have a good time with Zelda. Oh, this music. Oh. my gosh, it's a 10 out of 10. It's so good. I loved it. Whenever I played this game as a kid, I would stay in this room just so I could hear it. You know, at the time, I couldn't just look it up on YouTube. This was my only way to hear it, and I loved it. Loved it so much. But you're a dead ringer for her. What? I love how she comes back, but she's not in the dress. Princess Nadia! Chrono! It was awful. I can't recall it all. I was somewhere cold, dark, and lonely. Is that what it's like? To die? Welcome back, Princess Nadia. And Marley's like, you risked your life to help me. Oh, no. Princess. Uh-oh. Teehee. I guess you guys figured it out, huh? Sorry, Chrono. I didn't mean to deceive you. Yeah, you did. Actually, yes, she did. My father's King Guardia 33. The 33rd? Yeah. I really enjoyed being with you at the fair, but if you had known my identity, you wouldn't have shown me around the fair, right? Wrong! Because we don't discriminate. Yep, let's go home, however we do that. You guys leaving? Wherever you're heading, be careful. It's exactly as I thought. They're all like, Yeah, we knew that wasn't the real queen. Definitely we knew that no, it couldn't have been the real queen. Right? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade her to that karate gi. Fun fact, I did not know how to pronounce karate gi. Oh, here we go, the beautiful music. It was a fault of mine which endangered the queen. I shall depart for good. Eek! Indeed, your resemblances to the queen is uncanny. Chrono, you have potential to be a great swordsman! Ha-ha! Nice. Froggy, you weren't such a bad guy after all. Ah, I love it. Love it. All right, team. So now we've got the group back. These Rolly Riders here, they don't stand a chance as they get decimated. Oh, I hope I hit that one on the top right. Nice. Kind of close. Easy peasy, right? And hey, like I said earlier, you know what we get? We get to pick up another shelter from this goofy monster in this bush here. Nice. Easy peasy. Let's get out of here. This place stinks anyways. They don't even have TV. It's because it's in the past, you know. Boop. Okay, so remember what I said. This game is actually, in my opinion, not difficult basically at all. As long as you, and you don't have to do any grinding, as long as you don't just run past all of the enemies. If you run past all the enemies and you're not particularly skilled at this game, you're gonna have a hard time. But as long as you just fight the enemies that are, you know, present, you typically don't really have to grind at all. Excuse me, sorry. I'm fine. We're fine, everything's fine. I don't know, Cliff. Gosh, kind of a bummer. 3 views, you, my wife, and Prue. I'm wondering, is Chrono Trigger a good stream title? Maybe we should do this one on Twitch instead, huh? I'm fine with I'm fine with either, honestly. We don't even have to finish it. Ain't it the truth? Your Highness, a princess, call me Marley. Well then, Marley, observe. I'd trade my royal ancestry for your genius in a heartbeat. Ain't it the truth? I love that line. I mean, enough with the false modesty. You have a real gift. I'd trade my royal ancestry for your genius in a heartbeat, if you say so. Anyways, I call this thing a gate. After all that genius, she says, it's a gate. It is, I guess, a warp gate. Whatever. Good enough. But why did this gate suddenly appear? I don't know. This is getting pretty weird. Let's go home. Indeed. Chrono just goes in and closes his eyes. He's like, this is gonna be weird. Let's just close our eyes and get it done. Ain't it the truth? You dig. Whew! We're back. Chrono, Luca, why don't you come home with me to the castle? I'd like you to come over for dinner. And hey, while you're at it, why don't you go get arrested too? Are you joking? Finding out what it feels like to be dead? That's the most fun I had in months. And now I've got friends. Yay. Chrono, be a gentleman and take her home. I've got some work to do, don't you always? See you soon, Luca. Nice. Yes, princess, I will escort you home. Okay. You guys ready for some fun? Oh, pain. It's so painful. Poor Chrono. Oh, fun fact, if you don't move, this guy will run around you, but you won't actually hit him. You can actually trap him right here. Neat, right? But if you move, while he's stuck on you, yeah. Oopsie doopsie. Okay. Attack them in this order. Prevents us from getting attacked. Unlike what I did earlier when I didn't react fast enough. Because I'm silly. Maybe I'm not fast enough without the... Okay, I am. Saying without the bandana, maybe I wasn't fast enough to get that second enemy. Third enemy, second one to attack Chrono. One of these days, Cliff, I'll learn how to speak English. I might even learn to count. Wouldn't that be a novel idea? Be beautiful, right? I love that. Avian chaos. Okay, so, Cliff, you know I do networking and sysadmin and such for my job. Well, my coworkers and I, we're a bunch of nerds. As much as that may come as a shock to you, we found out that there was a network protocol that was created once that was Ethernet over Avian. And they would literally just do punch cards of ones and zeros and send them via carrier pigeons to another destination. How awesome would that be, huh? Imagine there's a lot of packet loss. Scoundrel, you're the one! Huh? Kidnapping the princess? No, Chrono's... Admit it! You confused her and tried to take over the throne! Terrorists! Okay, so this guy's paranoid because of the stories of his ancestor getting locked in a treasure chest, right? And that's why he's crazy. And also, earlier I said spoilers because that chancellor said we have to create a criminal justice system. And here it's being enforced on the very one that saved the queen, right? Nice. Stop this at once! She's the man. What are you doing? But Princess Nadia said to fools, detain him! Oh, idiots, whatever. I loved this moment. As a kid, it was kind of scary, you're on trial. But as an adult, this is just a massively awesome and iconic scene. What a display, you know? Yeah, gosh, bird poopy all over the punch card? Kind of stink. I'm the Chancellor, the prosecutor, and I'm some dude! Members of the court, we now bring forth the defendant, Chrono, who is charged with abducting Princess Nadia. Ah, gosh, Cliff, once upon a time, I think it was in 2014, in Africa, there was a contest between some people to see who could deliver 4 gigs of data from one place to another. The competition was between a gentleman that had a pigeon named Winston and the leading telecom internet service provider in the area. And this guy took the 4 gigs of data, put it on a flash drive, and tied it to his pigeon, and Winston delivered it fast enough that the telecom had only transmitted 4% of the data, I believe is what the case said. Nice. Hang him upside down for a few years? Or shall we employ the guillotine? Really? The guillotine? Come on now. You, the jury, shall decide his fate. Now, let us begin. Yeah, Cliff, this thing was awesome. I loved every bit about it. Chrono, you are hereby ordered to tell the truth. Chrono is charged with premeditated abduction of royalty. The question is, did he kidnap Princess Nadia? The answer? No, he did not. In fact, no abduction took place. The two met completely by accident. In fact, the princess asked him if she could join him. Is this true? Who actually started this whole mess? Okay, here, obviously Marley did. She asked to join us, right? That's on her. But you can't say that. You have to say I did. Otherwise, some goofy guy's gonna come by and say, oh no, I definitely saw it. And then the chancellor's gonna be like, tee-hee, thanks, here's some money. The defendant deliberately tried to get near the princess. Blam! Totally not how that happened. Ouch, that hurt. Yeah, you remember that. The princess then innocently followed you to Luca's little sideshow, whereupon you both disappeared. If that wasn't criminal abduction, I don't know what is. Obviously, you don't know what that is, you idiot. And I have facts that throw the defendant's character into question. What? Objection! This can't have any relevance to this case whatsoever. Care to respond, Chancellor? Chrono's character is at the very core of this case. Yeah, we got nothing to hide. In fact, we have a witness, a little girl who will vouch for the character of our defendant. I love this little girl. She's so sweet. This nice man, he brought me my kitty. Thanks for being so kind. Doesn't this man deserve a medal? Truly, though. Whew, looks like they're buying it. What do you mean, buying it? I'm not selling anything, it's just how it is. Silly Pierre? The issue here is motive. Was there any motive for this fine citizen to kidnap Princess Nadia? No, there was none. What about ransom? Chrono, her fortune did tempt you, did it not? I didn't even know she was a princess. No, sorry, buddy. That's enough. I have no more questions. It is evident that my client is a fine, noble young man. Your Honor, the defense rests. Members of the jury, if he is guilty, stand to the left. If he is innocent, stand to the right. Not guilty. Woo! Let it sing, Cliff. Nice. Nice. I'm shocked. Yeah, Cliff, this scene is so great. Oh, it's so good. And you're right, once you see it, you just can't unsee it. So good. Also not guilty. Last one. Nice. Team, we nailed it. Perfect verdict. Order in the court. A verdict has been reached. The verdict is not guilty. Now you can actually be found? Yeah. Can be found guilty, and it all depends upon what you do during your time. Remember how I said don't talk to Melchior? The Melchior, that guy? Yeah, don't do that. You know, stand and wait for her to get her candy. Talk to her before you pick up her pendant. Those sorts of things. They all affect it. There's that old guy that's about to enjoy his lunch, and it's on the table there. You can eat that, and it restores all of your health and MP. It's actually wildly convenient. Don't do that. Even royalty must obey rules. Leave the rest to the Chancellor and forget about the events in town. We're leaving. And Chrono's like, look at that scene. It's so good. They know it's so good that they pan back up to it. And then Chrono Trigger becomes a 2D game. This is the monster, huh? Oh, love this guy. This is the terrorist, or this terrorist has tried to overthrow our kingdom. He has been found guilty. Wait, what? And you must now carry out his sentence. So this is the monster who kidnapped the princess. The execution is 3 days away. Do not let him out of your sight. Execution? Strange, I don't seem to recall hearing anything about an execution. What? How dare you question me? The paperwork's probably just been held up in the system. Understood, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Alright, doofus, let's get this over with. So, we're going to jail, right? Obviously we're gonna break out. There's an alternative to breaking out, however. You can actually... Oh, check this out. Some sympathizers brought that stuff for you, you lousy felon. Rude. So rude. Yay, 1 ether after we grabbed all of those items. So we're gonna heal up right quick by drinking whatever that is. And we're gonna come scratch on the cell gate here. Hey, let me out. Oh, knock it off. Oh, I'll show him. Open it up. I love how they throw him in jail, but they leave his sword on him. Why? Check this out. And donk. Where do you think you're going? Away from here, duh. Blap. So these guys have 60 hit points, so as long as you hit for above 60, this place is really easy. Because you just one-shot them. So nice. Aw, look at that treasure that we can't quite get to. Kind of sad, right? Oh, I love those guys. So, those guys are a bit of a pain, but I'm going to show you a little trick here in a minute. If you run right behind this guy real quick, you can bop him on the head too. So, the disadvantage to knocking these guys out is you don't get the experience points for the battle, right? The perk to knocking them down is obviously you don't have to fight them. And, oh, so you're the escaped con. I never knew what that meant. Con? I thought, what? It's short for convict, you know, is what he's going for. But as a kid, I had no idea what he was talking about. Anyways, the perk to knocking them down is that you can essentially loot them for a mid-tonic. Not all of them, just the ones later. After the game kind of hints that they might turn and spot you, all of those ones can be looted for some mid-tonics. They don't pay me enough for this. Yeah, get out of here, Goofy. I love how his sprite just kind of slides on out. No walking animation or anything, just... So, if you line yourself up just right, you can actually run right through those guys. And then you don't have to fight them. They're not worth a ton of XP, and you just kind of have to sit and wait on them to show themselves so that way you can attack them while they're vulnerable. What a waste of time. Alright, here we're about to get pincer attacked. I've never played this game before, as you could probably tell. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, by the way. Don't do that. Ow. Blap. Later, nerd. So, Power Glove may be a little bit more useful here. So you can get the battles over in one hit. Well, each enemy one hit. So right here, from this point on, you know, we see Chrono jump backwards. And you kind of figure out that they're going to turn and spot you, potentially. Well, from here, you can knock them out and grab a mid-tonic off of them. Useful? Yeah. Oh, interesting. I can't get behind him. Close enough. Alright, so Franz right here, you definitely want to save him. It's way helpful later, and why would you not? You're a lifesaver. I said Franz? I meant Fritz. Ha! My dad runs a store in the Truce area. Stop by if you're ever around. Yeah, sure, buddy. So basically, if you save him, you go by the store later, and he hooks you up with some free loot. If you stick around in that room, those skellies will get up and attack you. Interesting, huh? We picked up another bronze mail, but we can't use it because we've already got one. Whatever. I'm just gonna run straight at this guy. He could turn and see me potentially, but I got lucky. I always loved this area. Everything about this area just screamed awesome. The scenes were great. You know, the prison it's short-lived. You know, there's not a ton to it, but everything was presented really well. I liked it a bunch. So like I said, if you line yourself up just right, you can actually run right through these guys, and then you don't have to fight them. Because if you do fight them, what a pain. You just gotta wait for them to turn and, you know, peek out behind their shield, and then you can attack them. And if you attack them while their shield's covering them, they counterattack you, and it can just be a pain. Sometimes it's really slow to fight them, because they might not turn and expose themselves very quickly. It's a pain. Another fun fact is, here you can get through this hole in the wall, climb down, get you some loot. Nice secret, right? Got a free shelter. The real secret's actually in this hole. You can slide yourself on down. It's not obviously apparent that you can do this, but if you do come down here, one, you get a ton of money, but you also get an upgraded sword. Load sword. It's not a ton better than the steel saber, but hey, an upgrade's an upgrade. Especially when you don't have to pay for it, right? Whoop! Good job. Nailed it, Chrono. Then we're going to climb back up. The climbing on this wall is a little bit weird because you can technically climb anywhere, even when you're where you don't need to. So you just got to make sure you line yourself up well. Yeah, gosh, Cliff, I know I've played this game a bunch, so I hope by now I know a little bit about it. The prisoner's escaping! Oh no! So I'm gonna let these guys get close enough that I can cyclone and hit both of them. One shot! Easy, right, Cliff? Nice. 20 XP, let's go! It's not a bunch of XP. I love the supervisor. He's like, ah, help! And then bop! He gets bopped on. Chrono, I've come to save you! Oh, gee, looks like you didn't need my help after all. Let's blow this joint. Also, check the supervisor. 5 tunics. Nice. Amazing, you found 5 of them. Neat. So, earlier I mentioned that you can bust out or be busted out. If you sit in your cell and wait, days and nights actually pass, and then it comes time for your execution. They take you to the guillotine room, they strap you in, and it's about to happen, but then Luca pops in with her Zonko 3000, or whatever she calls her gun, I forget, and saves the day, sets you free, and then you bust out together. Forward, Dragon Tank! Crush those rebels! Yeah, okay. I love that it screams at you. A tank screams at you. Nice. You know, it says the Dragon Tank can't be killed unless you defeat the head. That's definitely not true, but it's just beat the head first. It makes the fight way easier. The head heals it, and you can out-damage the head, especially if you grind enough. But it's way easier just to beat the head first, you know? Do Cyclone hit all of them? I don't tend to do this at first, but later I do whenever I think the head is getting close to being defeated. And it's got about 200 more HP, I think, after that heal. Chrono's definitely our front man whenever it comes to attacking, so he'll be doing most of the damage, and we'll have Luca heal when it's necessary. Oh, snap. I miscalculated by a full round. Head's nearly dead now. Takes one more hit than I gave it credit for. My bad. Okay, energy stored in the tires. We're gonna heal up. She'll probably survive that, but if she got hit by, you know, more than one thing, it wouldn't work out well for me. Later, face. I tend to do the face, then the wheel, then the body. But if you're hitting it with Cyclone, it's the wheel doesn't have a ton of HP. Easy fight. To be fair, I wouldn't say that we've done a ton of grinding, but we did fight Gato, the metal cat, the metal rapper cat. So we're reasonably high level this fight, no problem, thanks to that. The bad thing about leaving the body for last is it counters whenever you attack. Oof. Nice. And I think this will finish it off, or at least get it pretty close. Yeah, nailed it. Hypno Wave. That's an ability I basically never use ever. But I thought this was so cool as a kid, right? Chrono Trigger stabbing the tank and then holding the sword all cool. I wish I was that cool. I would love to be that cool. And then we strut all over these guys. Check that out. Thanks for making the bridge. You know, if they just let go, we wouldn't make it out. Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? Tanks for the shelter. See what I mean? We just get so many of them. They're escaping. We have no choice but to break through. Over here, gents. They're escaping. So you can kind of get some of these goofy guys stuck, and it's kind of funny to watch them run out later. This is my friend. Show him your respect. But, can't you take orders? Jeez, what's wrong with you guys? Hold it right there. Bro, how did you even teleport down here? You were... You know what? Never mind. Do as the king says. Okay. Come on, your kingliness. Let's get it over. Father. Silence, Princess Nadia. The throne comes before your personal wishes. What? Just because I have a title doesn't mean I'm not a person. You pick up strange ideas venturing outside. I didn't pick up anything. It's called common sense, genius. Ah, I despise you. I'm leaving. Let's get out of here, convicted felon. Non-convicted felon. I love how she's like phased into the handrail there. You know, that's kind of cool. The fools after them. And then here in just a moment, Princess Nadia, and then here's his buddy. There they are. Don't lose them. Yeah, let's run towards this dead end. Beautiful, right? There's no escape. There's no escape. But these guys I can just kind of push around. Isn't that neat? Okay, let's get out of here. So the Chancellor's face is amazing. But the best line of this entire bit is, who cares? This place stinks anyways. A gate. But we don't know where it'll take us. Who cares? This place stinks anyways, right? Nice. Uh-oh, there's the Chancellor. Okay, watch the Chancellor's face. It's so good. This is completely irrational. Let's get it. Later, nerds. Chancellor's face. They disappeared. You're darn right. Nailed it, right, Cliff? What do you think of that? Eek. Youch. There's no way the Chancellor can reach us here. But where are we? The civilization here seems so advanced. Which is funny because she's talking about that door, but that door actually existed in the Dark Ages. Neat. Save money, it'll do you good. You call this money? Oh, I got some stuff. So, we can upgrade some armor here. And you guys know I'm very keen on not buying anything unless I need to. But, honestly, buying these upgrades. By now we got plenty of money. So why not? It is actually a pretty good defense boost, and the enemies here are actually dangerous, whereas most of the enemies previous to the game in the game are just not that threatening. But that'll boost us up a fair bit for the area to come. And the Enertron heal you up, but you'll still be hungry, so that's a bummer. How can you be full HP on an empty stomach? I don't get it. All right, Lab 16, let's get through this place. These goofy rats, if they touch you, they'll steal your tonics. What a bunch of chodes, huh? So we go over there and we pick up a Berserker. It's not a useless item. But it's also just not an item that I ever use. I really dislike not having control over my characters, you know? Didn't realize Luca was so low on health, so we're gonna heal her up right quick. I should have just used the Enertron, but I figured, yeah, we're just running to the next one, we'll be fine. And honestly, we will be. Okay. Let's let that guy heal, and then we're gonna take him out right quick. The Meat Eater. I totally misread that as Man Eater. So Cliff, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you rate Chrono Trigger? Honestly, kind of got to give this game a perfect 10 out of 10. In my opinion, it's just so good. To me, the only flaw is that there's not enough of it, you know? Oh, it's so good. I could really go for a post-game dungeon that was just ridiculously hard and, you know, bigger, better boss, which they kind of put in the DS version, and it was okay. It was just okay. So strategically, we've got Luca over there where she is, so that way she can flame toss and hit everyone. Nice, right? That's what I'm saying. It really affects where you place enemies, or where you even your allies, because if Luca was in one of the other two spots, she wouldn't be able to flame toss to hit everyone. Just one of those things that you got to think about. That's why I like this game so much. Oh, it's so good. Alright, Goofy Rat, you're not getting my tonics. So, another load sword there. If you actually run around the outside right here, you can totally avoid this battle that's supposed to be right there. Interesting, huh? If you just kind of run on through. Oh, yeah. There you go. You grab the chest and you try to leave, battle happens. But if you run wide around, no fights. I should have attacked the meter. Something's wrong with my brain. We can probably kill Octopod before they get any healing. Okay. Just gonna let him heal. Come on, do the thing. There we go. I should have attacked the meteor. That's what I get for not really thinking about it, right? Oh well. Easy one shot. Chrono's looking swole, buddy. Big swole. Don't do it. Whatever you're doing. Stop it. Nailed it. 43 XP, let's go. Load bow. Little upgrade. Not Luca, Marley. Ah, gosh, Cliff, I wonder if anyone ever... See, if we go long around those enemies, we don't see them either. And if you're really careful, you can walk in between these guys. I messed it up. I don't really care, though. So Luca doesn't really have a great spot anywhere in this fight because they're kind of spread out to where they don't really line up, but doesn't matter. Technically, if she's in Chrono's spot, she could do better, but you can't swap Chrono's spot at this point in the game. Oh, Goofy Rat, I see you. I see you there. You can avoid these shades by walking low. You can punch this freaky mutant. 300 HP, Cliff. Let's get it. How does it kick? It jumps and kicks and it's got 1 foot? This thing would have a great job at IHOP, you know? Get it? I'm kidding, but also. So Cliff, wife and I have been watching My Hero Academy lately. So good. I'm a big fan. Huge fan. Love it. These mutants are just not really worth much. This guy, you can actually avoid him if you just run close to him. Neat, right? Ah. All right, Cliff, here we go. You there. Where are you from? We came from the laboratories to the west. What? Hey, we've got people who crossed the ruins. Say again? You're joking. So there are people who can beat up those freaky mutants. Why? What's the deal, Pickle? Pardon me, I'm Doan? I'm the descendant of the director of this info center. In the basement, there's a huge computer and a storage center for food. But we can't get through because the robot guards. It's a pity. We'll do it. Are you going down below? Of course. But no one's ever returned from down there. Yeah, I gotta try, right? It's nice to see such spirited young people for a change. Careful now, and come back alive. Can try, my dude. Have any money? You sure this is money? Oh, well. I love how they're all like, hey, you sure? I don't think this is money. So, a couple of heals right here, not a bad idea. We don't need those very often. Shelters, don't buy them. I'm kidding. It's not a bad idea if you feel like you could use a little extra healing. But for now, we're just going to use the Enertron. Nice. Only anime you've seen in the last year has been Overlord? I don't think I've ever seen that. But you're still hungry. All right, nice. All right, team, that's where we're going to call it for the day. Another fun fact about this game is there's a thing that Squaresoft started implementing in some of their games called the soft reset. If you push the shoulder buttons and start and select at the same time, it'll actually restart your game. Neat, right? Quite a few of the earlier Squaresoft games that had this feature in it. Anyways, Cliff, we're going to call it a night right there. Thanks so much for hanging out. Love you. Smooches. Maybe this weekend? I don't know. Keep an eye on the Discord. I'll hit y'all up if we're doing an extra stream. Anywho, smooches. We'll see you next time.